One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? Now a play fake here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That was a really nice job there, stretching zone coverage by running that route deep enough before breaking it back towards the sideline and being open. And
a precise throw for the reception of the first. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. On first down, they go with Dixon. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to have a third down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. He may try and run for this. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Taking matters into his own hands.
Watch him now, Barney.
On the give, this is Dixon. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
On second down, it's Dixon. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On the run, Darkwan. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards. Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game.
Here we go.
On 1st and goal, Dixon. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now they'll run it on the toss. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. Back to throw. Wells. He can run for it. Now loose football. The ball comes out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
We got 4.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll run on first down. Campbell looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down. Wells. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw here on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out.
No refunds will be issued. Please note that at this point, you will be responsible for finding alternative parts
Darkwa. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And the Rams getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they'll go on the ground. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw on second down. Wells, Washington with a catch, middle of the field. And this is good for a first down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
No. Check. Patriot. Set. 3-19.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Wells to the right side, incomplete to Washington. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit! Detroit!
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
On play action, they'll throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On second down now, Campbell looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, check. 4 down.
Gun!
Check 59, Mike is 59, Mike the 59.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. He is putting on a show in this second quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a 1st down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
On the crossing route, complete. That's Washington. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Patriot!
Mike, check, 59. Try to do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Back to throw. Wells. And he's got room. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. The point after is good, and a rout is on here in this first half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this.
Let's get it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Leopard!
On 1st down, Wells. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
We got 4.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
And on the ground they go with the running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Detroit. No. Check. Patriot.
Looking to throw. Wells. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Set. 319.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one.
Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Check 50.
All right, now, lucky 56. Here we go now. Green 39.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And this offense is running away with this one.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
4 down.
A final shot before break. Wells. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they say no to the penalty. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
No. Check. Patriot.
And they'll run it here. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first down, Campbell. And an alley to run. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Leopard.
Back to throw. Wells. Throw left side complete. That's Campbell. It'll be a gain of 11, and it's a 2nd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
4 down.
Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Campbell finding room to the 20. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Point after, right down the middle. And that will get them one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On the toss play, this is Dixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Leopard! Leopard! Watch you now, Barney! Barney! Leopard! Leopard!
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Dixon again. And now running right through it. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. We'll give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
Now let's go!
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
And they'll go ground game here to the tailback. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Now they try the right side here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on
Detroit,
3rd down.
Detroit!
4 down, check. 4 down.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
To throw on 3rd down. Wells. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Detroit! Detroit!
On the handoff, here's Campbell. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point.
Detroit!
This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. Wells. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to look and got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Hey, we are...
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Green 39! Green 39!
Here we go. He's coming. Double up.
And they'll go on the ground. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
56. Hurry up, here we go.
Throwing on 1st down. Wells. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 5. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take him to like total at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Gun.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Reynolds. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 more there and another 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now a handoff for Dixon. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll set up a throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Gun.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to sling this deep, and this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 48 yards. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Here's Darkwa. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
We got 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. The Rams on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Detroit! Detroit!
And on the ground they go with a running back. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Four down.
On 1st and 10, Wells. He finds an opening past the 40. Wide open receiver complete. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. On 1st down, Campbell. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
To throw on 2nd down. Wells throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 2 yards on that play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. But it's brought in by Washington. And he's got this down to the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. On 1st down, Wells. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Wells. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there. To go